Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ted's Nerd World. I am Ted. I hope you're doing well. And I really want to thank you for being here today because got something special and a little bit different. This is another great comic dub, but this, in case you haven't read the title, is not a Star Wars comic dub. This was done by Star Wars Audio Comics, but it is The Amazing Spider-Man number 13. Now, this looks to be pretty cool. All right, I kind of looked at the very beginning of it, looked awesome, so I want to watch it with all y'all. So I'm going to set up here. It's kind of long. I'll probably cut it up into a couple of different videos, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, see if it has places where I can cut it at. So let's just see how it is. All right, it says here under the description, rumor has it that Spider-Man has become a thief, robbing establishments in the middle of the night. Little does the public know that someone else is behind all these robberies, and his name is Mysterio. Originally published on June 10th, 1964, The Amazing Spider-Man, Volume 13. Okay, so I've got it set up over here. Let's just get to it, all right? Here we go.
Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
That's the music from the 60s.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size. Catches thieves just like flies. Look out. Here comes the spider.
Can we believe our eyes? Has the Amazing Spider-Man turned to crime? The editor Daniel sincerely feels that this may well be one of the most gripping tales of the year. Before very long, you are about to meet a startlingly different breed of arch-villain. Expect the unexpected when you see Mysterio.
Loving the announcer. Stan Lee and Steve
Our tale
Ditko.
begins with the
Hell
shocking
yeah.
suddenness of a summer storm as we see
Help! Police! I've been robbed!
There he goes. He's getting away.
Did you recognize him?
Of course. It was Spider-Man.
No one else can leap or climb sheer walls like that.
Watchmen on the roof. Well, this will take care of them.
That's a weird voice for
He's
Spider-Man.
tangling us up in that web of his. Hurry! We've got to cut ourselves free! Too late. He's getting away.
seconds later, hidden by a slow rolling fog which spread over the city, blotting out the moonlight. The colorful figure drifts silently to the ground, using a hastily improvised parachute made of thin, strong webbing. Then, after the Watchmen have freed themselves,
He got away, but at least we know who it was. It was Spider-Man. We'll get him sooner or later. But I never thought he'd really toin to crime.
Toin to
the
crime.
next day,
Love
scenes
that
like
accent.
this take place all over the nation.
Nice.
Read all about it. Spider-Man wanted by police.
It's unbelievable.
Okay,
Why would
I
he
get
do
it.
it?
It's not the real
He probably
Spider-Man.
decided to cash in on all his superpower. The crummy crook.
My children always admired him. This will be such a shock to them.
It's a great shock to all of us.
He must be nuts if he thinks he can get away with a one-man crime wave, no matter how powerful he is.
The police will sure have a tough job getting him. But they'll do it, sooner or later.
And in the office of J. Jonah Jameson, publisher of Now Magazine and the Daily
Oh, this'll be
Bugle.
good.
Find all the old editorials I wrote accusing Spider-Man of being a menace. I want to reprint them now so people can see how right I was.
I thought the voice was going to be a little more over the top.
I still remember how he once saved my life.
And in the schoolyard of Midtown High.
And Spider-Man sure had us all fooled.
When I think of how we made a hero of him, what fools we were.
Gee, I don't know, Liz. We can't be positive. He may still be innocent.
Knock it off, Flash. He's guilty and you know it.
And now, the moment we've been waiting for. Let's visit Spider-Man himself in his everyday identity as Peter Parker, teenage student.
This is impossible. It's insane. I know I didn't commit that crime. Yet those witnesses, That evidence! It couldn't have been an imposter. Nobody else could shoot webs the way I do, or climb sheer walls the way I can with my spider power. There's only one other answer, but it's too awful to think about. Am I becoming a split personality? Like Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde? Perhaps I did it in my sleep, without knowing.
Minutes later, in the kitchen.
Gosh! Sorry, Aunt May. That's the second dish I've dropped today.
Peter, dear, you don't seem to be yourself. Is anything wrong? You're not worried because our savings account is almost gone and it's getting harder to pay the mortgage each month, are you? We'll make out somehow, dear.
I know, Aunt May. Maybe I've been studying too hard. I'll just try to get some sleep.
And as Peter goes up to his room...
The poor dear. Oh, I worry about him so. He's not as rough and thick-skinned as most other boys. He's sensitive. And he worries more than he'll admit.
Aunt May is correct. Peter Parker is worried about something
Love that
she'd
announcer,
never suspect.
narrator.
I never thought this would happen to me. I'm afraid to shut my eyes, to go to sleep.
But eventually, sleep does come to Peter Parker. And the next morning, when he awakes...
Bulletin. Spider-Man has struck again during the night.
Oh no! What's happening to me? Am I losing my mind? Maybe I'm going mad. Doing things I can't remember the next morning. There's only one thing to do. Only one way to find out.
And so, a short time later, in the office of a nearby psychiatrist.
Don't be alarmed, Doc. I just want to know one thing. Can a person do something in his sleep that he never do awake?
Spider-Man! If I can make a patient out of him, I'll make medical history. Imagine, a mysterious superhero who's a mental case.
Nice.
I think I can help you. Just come down from that wall and lie down on the couch. I'll try to probe into your subconscious.
They didn't have Ambien back then, so.
Okay, Doc. But no tricks here.
Just make yourself comfortable here. Relax, and then tell me everything that comes into your head.
I appreciate this, Doctor. If you can help me, Oh no. What a mistake I almost made. If I just relax and say whatever I think of, I'm liable to give away my secret identity. I don't dare.
Nah.
Sorry, Doc. I changed my mind. Looks like I'll have to find another solution. Sorry to have to bother you.
Wait, come back. You're the kind of patient every psychiatrist dreams of. Stop.
A short time later, at the offices of the
He wants
Daily
to buy a new
Bugle,
boat.
Peter, what's wrong? You look so dejected.
Nothing, Betty. I'm okay.
You're probably worried because you haven't sold any news photos to Mr. Jameson lately. Oh, Peter, if only you'd find some different type of work.
Lay off, will you, Betty? I'm in no mood to be preached to. You're always saying it's too dangerous to try and take exclusive crime photos. I don't tell you how to try and live your life. Don't butt into mine.
You never spoke that way to me before.
Then, Peter enters the private office of a jubilant J. Jonah Jameson.
Look at these letters, these telegrams. The public finally says I was right about Spider-Man. What a great triumph this is for me.
I'm glad you're in a good mood, Mr. Jameson. I, need a loan. My Aunt May has a mortgage payment to make, and we're a little short.
Why tell me? I'm not a bank. You know my rule, Parker. I don't lend money. I'm busy now. You know where the door is.
But I'm not asking for much. Just a little till I get some pictures for you.
Don't try to take advantage of me because I'm so soft-hearted. The answer is no. Unless you want to sell me that secret of how you take those great crime photos of yours.
No dice.
I know you must have some sort of special camera.
Imagine if I ever told him I wear it on my belt.
Oh yeah.
When I'm
special
dressed as
camera.
Spider-Man, swinging over the city.
How would a special
on
camera?
my web. Thanks for nothing, Mr. Jameson.
Finally!
I know I shouldn't be doing this while the whole city's hunting for Spider-Man. But the only way I can get mortgage money for Aunt May is to take some news pics which JJJ will pay me for.
Yeah?
If I'm lucky, I may spot a crime being committed while I swing through town.
Look, it's Spider-Man. After him.
Call the police.
Don't let him get away.
It's worse than I thought. The public hates me now.
Oh, jeez.
And the terrible thing about it is, I don't know if they're right. I can't make the money I need, and I may be committing crimes without knowing it. Boy, life sure is a bowl of cherries.
The next day, on the way to high school.
I don't know what to worry about first. Paying the mortgage or wondering if I'm a sleepwalking criminal.
Peter! Wait for me!
Well, you just get some handcuffs and
I've been wanting to
cuff
show you
yourself
my
to the
new
bed or
haircut.
something.
Do you like it?
Sure, Liz. It's really nice. Of all the times I have to talk about a gal's hair. What nutsy timing. For months, Liz wouldn't give me a tumble. But since I've been dating Betty, Liz has gotten a crush on me.
You look upset, Peter. Is anything wrong?
Wow, is that the understatement question of the year? Nah, everything's great, Liz. If it gets any better, I'll shoot myself.
Ooh, can't joke about that these days.
I always knew you had a great sense of humor.
Meanwhile, a
I was,
few
what,
yards
1964,
away.
so yeah.
Quit kidding, Flash. You don't really think Spider-Man is
62.
innocent, do you?
You're darn right I do. Let me tell you, hey, look at that. Woo, woo. Gosh, Liz, I almost didn't recognize you. You're beautiful now.
Really, Mr. Thompson? And what was I before, pray tell?
Oh.
Poor Flash. He's always saying the wrong thing.
Meanwhile, at J. Jonah Jameson's office.
What did you call this meeting for, JJ?
Some nut sent me a note saying he could get rid of Spider-Man single-handed. I told him to come up here and prove it.
Look at the door.
Oh, I almost forgot where this was leading to.
I am Mysterio.
What a get-up. He's cornier looking than Spider-Man.
There is a reason for my disguise. If the underworld ever finds out about my powers, they might try to stop me by threatening my family.
Powers?
That's what Spider-Man
What
says.
power?
How do we know it's not a trick? You could be Spider-Man under that fishbowl.
You will learn soon enough that I mean what I say. Mysterio does not lie. I must go now. If you wish to end the menace of Spider-Man, follow the instructions in this envelope. Remember, although Spider-Man has great power, the power of Mysterio is even greater.
Where'd that smoke come from? He's disappearing.
He's gone. What kind of person was he?
Quiet. I'll see what this letter says.
Print a notice in the Daily Bugle saying, if Spider-Man wants to learn the truth about himself, he should meet Mysterio atop the Brooklyn Bridge.
I don't get it.
Okay.
Must make sense, or Mysterio wouldn't have gone to all this trouble. Did you see that?
Ooh.
The letter vanished in a puff of smoke.
Nice.
You know, JJ, if Spider-Man could be beaten, I've got a hunch that Mysterio is the one to do it.
Well, we got nothing to lose. I'll print that notice, and if it means the end of Spider-Man, I'll become a hero to the people of this city.
That's right, JJ.
The next day.
Did you see that notice in the Bugle today? I wonder who Mysterio is.
I don't know, but anyone with such a corny name must be a phony.
This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe Mysterio knows what's behind the Spider-Man crime wave. I've gotta meet him.
Within minutes, one of the world's most famous, most controversial costumed figures approaches the Brooklyn Bridge in his own amazing manner.
I hope the whole thing isn't just a gag, but I can't afford not to check it out. I've got to move cautiously in case it's a trap. But how can it be? There's no one in sight.
And then suddenly, unexpectedly, a
This is just so
figure
cool. Loving this.
appears.
Loving this so far. With the artwork, that old style artwork and everything.
I am the one who would single
This is just great.
destroy Spider-Man.
It wasn't a gag. But if
Love the
that
music and
costume
everything
clown thinks
behind
I'm
there.
a sitting duck, he's got another thing
Nice.
coming.
This is almost as good as
I
the
don't
old
know what your
cartoons.
game is, Mysterio, but hey!
Overconfident.
Ooh.
My power is greater than yours. See how easily I can avoid your attack while springing behind you and launching one of my own.
Ooh.
But, having the proportionate strength and agility of the invertebrate for whom he has named himself, Spider-Man quickly recovers, and then...
What's wrong, Mysterio? I don't hear you bragging now. How does he keep his balance that way without falling? I bet his shoes are magnetized.
Magnetized to
I'll just
brick.
grab him, man. Holy cow! He dodged me again!
Did you think you could defeat Mysterio with one measly blow?
That's what I get for pulling a punch because I want to take him alive. Well, if a wallop can't beat you, let's see what a web can do.
I told you my power was greater. Now, watch me prove it.
I don't get it. At one gesture, he seems to be stopping my webs mid-air. The web is dissolving, vaporizing, as though it's been sprayed with a fine chemical mist, too small for the eye to see.
Neat.
Too bad, Spider-Man. Your puny little bag of tricks is almost exhausted. But there is no limit to my power. See how easily I can elude you anytime I desire.
That's his first big mistake. He can't lose himself in a cloud of smoke. My spider sense will lead me right to him.
Okay,
But
let's see it.
Once inside the thick, billowy mist,
This has never happened to me before. My spider sense isn't working. It's as though something is interfering with it, jamming it. Can't see him, nor can I sense him. But I mustn't give up. I'll swing wildly. Maybe I'll be lucky.
but Spider-Man's
Yeah,
luck
just start
seems to be
swinging
running
around
true
in the
to its
mist.
usual form. All bad.
Ugh. What a situation this is. I can't see him, but he sure can see me. He's got to be near me somewhere. I'll keep swinging. He planned every detail of this fight, even finding a way to jam my spider sense. Ugh. I've got to do something. He's making a helpless punching bag out of me. My spider strength enables me to resist blows that would knock out normal men. But I'm not invulnerable. Besides, it looks as though Mysterio does have superpowers which is as great as my own. Ugh! The longer I stay there, the more punishment I'll take. Only one thing to do, and this is it.
Then, as Spider-Man hits the water below, the dramatic figure of Mysterio appears once again through the billowing mist.
I've won! If Spider-Man couldn't defeat me, then nobody can. Now, Mysterio is supreme.
Woo, Mysterio. I've always
Seconds
thought he
later,
looked really
police
cool.
helicopters
Never knew much
appear
about
on
him.
the
I wasn't.
scene.
Never read any of the comics.
Woo! What a drop. Oh no, police whirlybirds. If I don't move fast, I'll be caught.
Spider-Man swiftly fashions an airtight web helmet and places it over his head.
This'll enable me to hold my breath underwater long enough to get to safety.
Yeah.
Minutes later, at a lonely pier,
Well, one thing is certain. A feat like this will keep me from ever getting too conceited.
then, after silently reaching his home,
But the day wasn't a total loss. I did learn the answer to one thing that's been worrying me.
the next day, crowds line Fifth Avenue as a motorcade drives by, led by a happily waving costumed figure.
Mysterio deserves this parade. At last we have someone who can beat Spider-Man.
Yay,
Hooray
Mysterio.
for Mysterio! Spider-Man won't dare pull any more crimes in this city now.
And among the teenagers watching the parade, we find
Still think Spider-Man's so great, Flash?
Darn right I do. Mysterio's just a big publicity hound, if you ask me. My dough is still on Spider-Man.
You know something, Flash? You're not as dumb as you look. In fact, you're okay, fella.
Look, puny Parker, I don't need compliments from you. And while we're talking, I want to warn you to stay away from Liz Allen. She's my girlfriend.
Really? Too bad she doesn't seem to think so. But don't worry, Bright Eyes. You can have her.
A short time later, at the office of J. Jonah Jameson.
I want the members of my staff to meet Mysterio, the man who beat Spider-Man. Mysterio's a real crime fighter. He's not afraid to meet people and to be interviewed as that cowardly Spider-Man was. And once Mysterio has defeated Spider-Man for good, he will reveal his true identity exclusively to my newspaper. It'll be the scoop of the century for me. Right, Mysterio?
Right. Just so long as you remember the money you promised me.
Heck yeah.
Mysterio,
Gotta get
I want you
paid.
to meet Peter Parker. Don't let his age fool you.
Ooh.
Despite his youth, he's the best photographer I've got.
Nice.
Expect him to take some great pictures of your next fight with Spider-Man.
I'll try not to disappoint you.
Nice.
Both of you.
But, unnoticed by anyone in the room, Parker's left hand contains a small, electronically treating spider pin. The same type of device used in Spider-Man number 11, which enabled him to track the getaway car of Dr. Octopus.
While no one is paying attention, I'll just slip my little spider device in the fold of Mysterio's cloak, like this. Now I'll be able to trace his movements. There's more to Mysterio than meets the eyes, and I'm gonna find out what it is.
Spider-Man.
Then, as Peter
Spider-Man.
leaves Jameson's office,
I'm so glad to see you smiling again, Peter. Are you celebrating Spider-Man's defeat also?
Not exactly, Betty. In fact, I'm not so sure Spider-Man's been defeated. Well, I have to rush now. See you later.
You're not sure, but...
What?
He's never been so anxious to leave me before. Can he have met another girl? I've noticed a pretty blonde with him occasionally. Oh, stop it, Betty Brant. You're becoming jealous.
while behind the door to Jameson's office,
I shall leave you now, Jameson, in my own manner. Farewell till next time.
He's gone.
Nice.
For heaven's sake. JJ, how
How
does
does he
he
do it?
Who cares? The important thing is that I finally found someone who can beat Spider-Man. I feel like celebrating.
Yeah.
But Jameson might not feel so triumphant if he could see a dramatic figure on a nearby rooftop, waiting to receive the electronic signal from his hidden spider pin.
Ah, my spider device is beginning to register now.
Within minutes,
Go
a
get 'em,
piercing
Spidey.
spider signal flashes in the night outside of a TV movie studio building.
Hold it, Mysterio. We have some unfinished business to take care of.
Spider-Man!
Why did he get him there? Why didn't he wait till he, like,
You didn't
went
think
home?
I'd let you choose the time and place for the next fight, did ya?
Bah! It doesn't matter where we battle. I can beat you here as I did on the bridge before. All I need do is create my concealing mist, which makes you unable to see me. And which also dulls your spider sense, so you cannot be prepared for my blows. Do I make myself clear, Spider-Man? Or do you want still more proof? I
want to know how Mysterio knows all this. How he figured out all
Okay,
this about
I get the
Spider-Man.
message. I can't cope with your bag of tricks. But it meant one thing. It was you who committed those crimes disguised as me, wasn't it?
Of course! Only I have the genius to imitate, in fact, improve upon your own powers. I might as well tell you the whole
Oh,
story.
jeez, now he's gonna monologue
I
for
shall
us.
See to it that you never tell anyone else.
Classic.
I used to be a movie stuntman, and then I became a special effects man for TV movies. I designed all sorts of costumes and props. Then I got the idea of imitating you. I spent many long weeks studying all your powers, all your abilities, everything that was known about you. I was sure I could duplicate your feats. Whatever Spider-Man does naturally, I'll find a way to do artificially. Using all the skill I had acquired designing movie props, I made a gun which fired a nylon cord resembling your own web. I designed shoes and gloves with special suction cups, enabling me to cling to walls. My suction cups work. From a distance, no one will know I'm not.
Suction cups don't work on brick. Sorry.
Perfect.
I don't care what kind of suction cups you got.
Crimes, and you would get the blame. But then I got a still greater idea. I would create a separate identity for myself. I'd call myself Mysterio. Then I'd battle you. When I defeated you, I'd be a national hero. For no one would know that Mysterio is both the criminal and the conqueror. My helmet is based on the principle of your eyepieces. I can see out, but no one can see in. I created a fine spray made of specially treated acid, which was for the sole purpose of dissolving your web if you should ever use it against me. The bottoms of my boots contained chemical smoke ejectors, as well as magnetic plate springs, which enable me to duplicate your own amazing leaps. Even my name, Mysterio, was created to instill awe and fear in the hearts of my enemies. I was able to see you within my protective cloud because I have a built-in sonar device which aids me at the same time as it jams your own spider sense. And now I shall dispose of you
love this.
forever.
This is so
Don't
great
count on me,
writing.
Big Mouth. I've got to stay around long enough to give this tape recorder to the police and prove my innocence.
A miniature recorder? Fine. It will do you no good. I'll destroy it after I've defeated you.
But in a split second, Spider-Man flips backwards out of the spreading mist.
Not this time, Mysterio. Remember one thing. Your power is artificial, but mine is natural. And I'll bet on my natural spider powers anytime. I've gotta circle around, try and find him within the mist. Have to move fast, can't lose the advantage. He's not here. Or here. But he's gotta be nearby.
So he's
If I
punching
keep
a cloud.
swinging, then sooner or later I'll... Ah! I was right. There he is.
Then,
Oh,
as
this is so
Mysterio goes
bad.
sliding along the floor into the next door studio.
Okay, quiet on the set. Let's roll him. Huh? Wait, what's that?
Get that guy out of here. He's in the wrong movie.
Gangway, boys. I know I'm not a member of the Actors Equity, but I don't have time to get a union card right now. I've got a little job to finish.
You won't escape me with that smoke cloud again. My web will fall over you like a net, trapping you.
Fool! I'm prepared for anything you can do. I'll simply dissolve your web with my chemical spray and boom!
Thanks, fella. I'd hope you'd do that to give me a chance to wallop you.
You forget, I used to be a movie stuntman. I know how to roll with a punch so as not to be hurt. And now, I'll use my special spring boots to frustrate you again.
There's not a spring built that will save you from me, Mysterio.
No,
Oh, this is so awesome.
can't stop me. You can't. I've waited too long, planned too well. I can't be thwarted now.
Rolling with the punch isn't gonna help you now, Mysterio.
Didn't expect me to land upright due to my stuntman training, did you?
Nope. I'm overwhelmed.
I didn't see how little untalented me would ever defeat a genius like you.
Sarcasm won't help you now.
Oh, this is
I
great.
still know tricks you don't even suspect. Like tossing an enemy over my back through a sudden move. And now that you're off balance, I'll... where'd you go?
Up here. I know a trick or two myself. You picked on the wrong guy when you tried to frame me, Mysterio. You should have found an easy victim, like the Human Torch, for instance.
Don't just stand there. Somebody help Mysterio. Spider-Man's turned bad.
So you help Mysterio. I'm getting out of here while I still can.
Heck yeah.
Please, I call the police.
Sure, you do that little thing.
You haven't won yet, Spider-Man! I beat you once before, and I'll do it again!
Using your little smoke routine again, eh? I'll say one thing for you, Mysterio. You never learn.
You gotta run out of that smoke after a while.
Concealing smoke screen won't help you while I use my spider sense. And you can't stop me from using it if I smash your jammer like this.
There you go.
And now I'll do you the best favor of all. I'll finish this off quickly so that you won't get too bored. I mustn't forget to take my automatic camera, which I hung on a piece of webbing up here to catch all the action. I'll fasten it securely to my belt container again. It's like money in the bank to me.
Heck yeah.
And now, one last plunge into Mysterio's cloud of mist. I'll wrap this thing up for good.
I think what the Spider-Man could do these days with
completely operational
phones
now,
all around,
it's a breeze
videotaping
these
these
the
fights.
mist and leave the TV studio unseen by anyone.
And when the strange mist finally clears,
For the love of Pete, where'd they go? You nincompoop. The greatest action scene in history, and you don't even get it on film.
Yep.
But they weren't members of the cast. Probably didn't even belong to the union.
And a few minutes later, at police headquarters.
I heard Mysterio was here. What happened, Chief?
It's incredible, Mr. Jameson! Spider-Man brought him in and we have a full confession on tape from Mysterio's own lips. He's the criminal we've been seeking. Spider-Man is innocent.
Oh.
I'm at picking up the stolen loot now, Chief. Thanks to Spider-Man.
Mysterio is the guilty one? Spider-Man is innocent? And after all I wrote in my newspapers, I'll be a laughingstock. Again! Oh, no!
Nice.
Then,
That's
when
good.
Jameson returns to his office,
Cancel all my appointments, Miss Bryant, and send down for a bottle of aspirin. A big bottle.
Yes, sir. Peter Parker was just in. He left some photos for you.
A lot of good photos can do me now. Huh? What are those? Fight scenes. Spider-Man and Mysterio.
Nice.
That lucky Parker. He must have been there just at the right time. These pictures are perfect for the front page. I'm saved! Stop the presses. We're putting out an extra.
Nice. Here we
I'll
go.
write out a check for Parker. He won't have to worry about that mortgage now. I'll be generous and pay him almost half of what these pictures are worth.
Got time for a visitor, JJJ?
You!
I've just dropped by to congratulate you on a perfect record. So far, you've been 100% wrong about me. I've gotta hand it to you. I bet it's not easy making a fool out of yourself all the time.
What are you going to do?
I just dropped by to help you, old pal. I figured you need a new outlook on life, so I thought I'd give you one. There.
Help! Get me down from here. I'll get you for this yet, you masked menace. See if I don't.
Guys, look at Spider-Man, the one who caught Mysterio!
and so Spider-Man is vindicated by the public. Then, the next day...
Looks like you were right all along about Spider-Man, Flash.
I'm right about everything. But what about you, Knothead? Are you satisfied now that Spider-Man is one of the greatest guys around?
Heck no, Flash. Personally, I still wouldn't trust him any further than I can throw him.
Minutes later...
Poor Flash. If only he knew the real identity of his favorite hero. It'd be worth anything to tell him someday, just to watch him explode.
But
Oh, he
that
wouldn't
day
like
is
that.
still in the future. And until then, fate has many more surprises in store for Spidey. Next issue, we present another book-length adventure with an unexpected guest star. We think you'll like it. So,
Yeah, this was pretty
we'll
long.
See you
This
then.
must have been an extra-sized comic. And then they got the music. There's all the Patreons. Thank you to them for making this possible. That is awesome. Stan Lee, the author, Steve Ditko drawing it. Lettered by Art Simek. Peter Parker, Spider-Man. I'm not going to say all the names, but yeah, great job, guys. Great job, guys and girls.
Then, after silently reaching his home, I sound like Doc Brown now. Why the hell do I sound like Doc Brown? 88 miles per hour, Marty.
What the hell? Fan film, story art, yep. Part of Marvel. Very cool. I enjoyed it. Thank you very much for making this for us fans. I really appreciate that. Yep, there is Stan Lee and Spider-Man. That is an awesome picture. Thank you, Stan Lee. Heck yeah, thank you, Stan. Oh, that must be Steve Ditko. Yep, yep.
Here we have a quiet little motel.
Meanwhile, in another part of the city, a very strange, ominous meeting is about to begin.
Let's get started, Octopus. Electro is not used to being kept waiting.
Be patient. We can't begin till everyone is here. It won't be long. Ah, here comes Mysterio now. We need wait for only 2 more.
Look, if none of us was able to defeat Spider-Man before, what makes you think we can do it now?
Gawk is smoking.
Electro. Each of us almost beat him all alone. Working together, how can we fail?
Craven the Hunter is right. Besides, I've got a foolproof plan all worked out.
Dun dun, Mysterio will return. Very cool. Very cool. That was
What are you
really.
still doing here? Come on.
I'm.
Go home.
I'm.
The dub's over.
Okay.
Just make sure to clean up all your trash for everybody at home, yeah?
Cool.
All right, bye.
Thanks, Bueller.
You can go now.
I'm going.
You were pointing first. Rude to point. You're being very rude. You're not even believing what I'm saying. Which one pointed first? Spider-Man pointed first, obviously. You're pointing at me right now as you say that. Look at you. I'm just pointing.
I'm just listening.
Different than normal pointing. You haven't seen. You're accusing me of pointing while you're.
Okay. Wow. That was. Now we're gonna start over again. That was pretty funny. Really funny. Really well done. Wow. Great job, guys and girls over there at Star Wars Audio Comics. That was very well done. Very cool to see something different than Star Wars being done. And with the writing back then, that's just, wow. That is just such classic writing and such classic villains and everything. That is just awesome. Awesome to see that brought to life. Well, mostly almost brought to life like that. That was so well done. The music and the voices, I think everything was so well cast. The voices seemed to go well together with the characters, and I thought it was really well done. Really well done. Wow, nice. Great job again. And yeah, good story overall from the Spider-Man. Very reminiscent of a few different things, like the Spider-Man movie. Was it Far From Home, where he was in England and fought Mysterio? And then there was, it's also very reminiscent of The Incredibles. Like, you know, the guy making all his weapons. They probably took a lot of that from Spider-Man to make that for The Incredibles, for Syndrome in The Incredibles, because Syndrome is the one that he made all his gadgets. And I mean, that was just so reflective of Mysterio's speech there. Had me thinking of Syndrome. But that's so well, that's so well done. Very cool. Great job. Loving these comics. Gonna keep going on. Come back later. Got more Star Wars comics coming during the week. Come back and we'll do all sorts of other fun things, all right? Thanks for joining me here at Ted's World. Please leave a comment below. Click that like button, click subscribe button, click that bell for notifications. I am Ted, and until next time, you take care, all right? Thanks.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you enjoy my videos, please click that like button, leave a comment below, and make sure you're subscribed so you can get notifications of all my future content. All of you are so great, and I want to thank each and every one of you for your support. Thanks for stopping in, and I hope to see you again real soon. Take care.